All right, you guys, what to do? Your boy is back on the grind. One more time, your boy is back at it again, you guys. And it's been about a week or more, probably about a week and a half, I would say. Well, maybe even closer to 2 weeks since I've picked up this camera to film, or even been in the garage to work on this car. Just been extremely busy with work and a few other things, and then I had an opportunity come up where it would have been I don't want to say would have. It's still a possibility for sure. It's not out of my reach. But long story short, just so I don't make this intro too long and drawn out, and plus, I'm really not in the mood to kind of talk right now either, just because I'm really beating myself up over this. But just to make a long story short, you guys, I actually have a subscriber who reached out to me through my Facebook and Instagram, who follows me here on YouTube, and now I consider him a friend now since we've met and talked and all this. But long story short, he presented me with an opportunity, something that has crossed my mind for quite some time over the years, and kind of been in and out of it, but it would have been, and it still could be, a great opportunity just for me personally, me and my professional career, and something that could extremely benefit my family and my business, and also help with my continued work-life balance. Because I would say I have a pretty good work-life balance right now, but that would also even, I would say, add to that in a positive way as well. I got presented with this opportunity here, and it was pretty much crunch time because I was coming up on the deadline to kind of get some of this stuff done. And I only had about a week's time to get this wrapped up and get hopefully moved forward into the process. So when other people probably had way more time than I did. And I know that how I'm feeling right now, I shouldn't be beating myself up because of that, but just because of how it all transpired, it just didn't make me feel the best for me personally. It was nothing done wrong by anybody else or anything like that. I just didn't feel that I performed up to my best, and I really been kicking myself in the butt because of it. So I pretty much just gave you the gist of everything. I only had about a week's time to kind of prepare for this, and then I ended up taking a series of tests. Did really well up until just I didn't. And I'm just really beating myself up, and I don't really ever get down on myself. I'm usually a pretty level-headed person. I usually kind of get over things fairly quickly and move on from it and turn that into a positive, which I know I will on this one. It's just, I guess I didn't really realize how much I really wanted this until it came into fruition, I guess you could say, until it was presented to me. And now, like, I'm 100% in, and then leading up to this point, I don't know. And there hasn't been any final word on it or anything like that. I just feel like I didn't do my best. And like I said, it's nothing that I am not able to overcome, because there's still opportunity. It's just, for me, I want that instant gratification now. And I just really beat myself up over it. So anyways, just to make a long story short, I don't want to put it out there quite yet, just because I don't know if it's going to happen. If and when it happens, then I'll let you guys in on it. But it could be a phenomenal opportunity for me. So you know who you are for reaching out to me. So I do appreciate you, brother. Thank you for all the support and everything that you have given me into this process, and promise I won't let you down. Gonna make it happen, but in the meantime, I'm soaking in my own sorrow. This is why I'm out here right now, to kind of turn that energy into something positive. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to show me filming anything, because I'm really not in the space to kind of do that and edit and all this kind of stuff. I'm just going to show you where we're at from my last video and move forward from there. So if you're new to the channel, definitely think about subscribing now. Hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Y'all, Mr. 23 in the building. Definitely send your positive vibes to me, man, because I've really been struggling with this for the past several days, and I need to turn that energy into something positive. So let me flip this camera around and show you guys what's up. All right, you guys, so this is my 87 Buick Regal Limited Turbo Regal Limited, and where we're at right now is we're working under the undercarriage. So I got the rear third of it done. It's all painted and everything. This part of the frame is painted and everything, so it's all good. What I still have to do is clean up the tank, which is actually under the front of the car, and clean up that rear end and then reinstall it back in. So we're gonna do the same process on the rear end that we did under the car. Take a wire brush to it, wire wheel, really clean it up pretty good. I just want to get this car on the road and deal with all that stuff later if I cross over. So anyways, we are here. This is where I kind of stopped, and then I was going to tackle the middle section here and kind of go from there. So where I'm at now, as you can see, this is kind of the dirty part, and then this is the clean part. Now I'm hoping the process will be a lot faster cleaning this part here, just because back in the rear portion here is where you're going to get most of the dirt that kind of builds up over the years. But here I'm hoping it's not going to be as bad. So what I'm going to do first is take a red Scotch-Brite pad there and just scuff it up to kind of get all of the loose dirt off. And then from there, we can kind of go to town with some brushes, some cleaning solution and whatnot, and kind of go from there. So I'm hoping the process will be a lot smoother and cleaner as well too. So, but first things first, I'm going to take this portion of the exhaust off. It's just hanging on the test pipe over there that comes down from the downpipe from the turbo, and then I can start going in on it. So again, y'all, let me go ahead and start to kind of get to work on this, and then I'll chime back in here whenever I finish with whatever I'm doing, and I'll show you the progress. All right, you guys, so I'm just gonna lay under the side of the car here to kind of show you, but you can see how it's all scuffed up. So what I did with the red Scotch-Brite pad is I took it to the whole bottom of the floorboards here and just initially scuffed it up to get all of the loose dirt off. This is kind of like permanent embedded dirt here. You can see I can run my hands across it and it's not even coming off. So that'll probably, some of it will come off with probably some of cleaning solution and a brush, but other than that, it probably won't come off. It'll probably just stay. But once I wipe it down, I think everything will look a lot better. It'll look a lot more, I guess you could say, shinier, and you'll be able to see what the original color of the floor is. And then from there, I can just give it a good cleaning one last time, and then we can spray the bottom of the floor with the roll bar chassis paint. So you can see here, so this had a heat shield over it, so you can kind of see what the color was before. So this is how clean it is. It's a little dull now because I use the red Scotch-Brite pad, but the rest of the car should come up like that when I get it all cleaned up before paint. The cross member here, I'm just gonna leave on. I'm not gonna take that off, you guys. I'm just gonna try to mask off the transmission the best that I can. I'll probably just stick a towel over the loop. There's plenty of room over the hump of the transmission tunnel there, inside of there, so I can probably just lay some big piece of plastic or garbage bags or towels or something over it, so that way I don't get any overspray on the transmission. I'll just spray along here. I won't be able to get too much of the top of the transmission cross member, but again, I'm not looking for total complete perfection. If I want that, then I would probably have to take everything off, and this is just not that type of build, you guys. This is just a little bit of cleanup. I have some time to do it. I'm not driving the car, needed a project to do anyway, so It'll make me feel better to make this thing look all nice and neat. See the C channels over there. I'll just have to get in there and kind of clean them up. I'll try to mask off as much of the fuel line as I can. Yeah, let me go ahead and get to work here. I'll try back in here in a moment. All right, y'all, it is like the 3rd or 4th day, and we are finally about to lay the coat of paint that I'm using, which is this stuff right here, VHT roll bar chassis paint. I prefer the satin black. I've always been a satin black fan under the engine bay and on chassis parts and whatnot. So, but I really want to get this done. My goal was to have it all painted and stuff before Christmas, which it looks like it will happen if I can get it all painted today. I have everything masked off, so I'm going to take you into there and show you the car and kind of how I did it and how it actually looks right now, so with it all clean. So let me go ahead and take it up under the car. I'll show you what it looks like now with it all clean. I think in my previous clip or two, I talked about how this part probably won't be as dirty as the other part, which it wasn't, but it had a lot of grease and oil residue on it that was built up over time, and it was kind of hard to take off. It was kind of like a white film. I don't know exactly what that's from, or if it's just kind of like a residue that just, I don't know, just kind of just turned a different color over time or something from like the transmission oil or whatnot. There was, everywhere it was wet. It was wet around the part where the yoke goes into the transmission. It was wet where the brake proportioning valve was. It was also wet kind of in the area where the rear end would be, where the pinion hooks up to the U-joint on the drive shaft. So I don't know, it was all like, again, like this white film. It was really weird. It didn't look white initially, but then when I started to kind of like clean it, it turned white, and it actually was really hard to get off. Anyways, enough talking. Let me flip this camera. I'll show you guys what's up. All right, y'all, so here we go. Here's the initial look at it here. Hold on. All right, y'all, here we go. This is the initial look at it here. You can see how this part is all painted and all nice up until this area here, and then you get to here, and now it's all clean. Now, some of the white stuff that's left over, that's not the white stuff that I was talking about. I think that's just kind of embedded, attracted dirt that got in the undercoating. But everything has been cleaned once over, and then I used a red Scotch-Brite pad with some degreaser over it again, so that way it kind of scuffs it and cleans it. Then I went over it once over or twice with a rag and some simple green or more cleaning solution. And then I went over it once more again with some mineral spirits, like a degreaser, to kind of get all the last little things. And then I went over it again one last time with a couple clean rags and some more mineral spirits to kind of get everything clean. So what I did is I stuffed the C channels with some packaging, batting, I guess you could say. It's just paper, basically. And then I put this here so that way overspray wouldn't kick out too much. Same thing on the other side. I taped all the brake lines as well too that I could. I taped the filter, that's the fuel filter right there that I taped. And I taped some other stuff up in the front. You can see I also covered the top of the transmission so that way I can get inside of the tunnel the best that I can. You can see there's a fair amount of room in there, so I should be able to get most of it now. So it's really just how far you want to go on this, you guys. Do I want to take off the trans cross member? No. Do I want to take off the fuel lines and the fuel filter? No. Do I want to take off the brake lines? No. I don't want to take off anything that I really don't have to. Also, I taped all of that off because I don't really care for undercarriage parts that are painted over, like brake lines and like this kind of stuff, that like these lines here that go into this emergency brake bracket there. I think it looks, I don't want to say, well, to me it looks tacky. I just feel like it's just kind of like a I don't want to say being lazy, because it's not it, because people just wanted to spray paint it, and I get it. I just don't like the look of it. Let's just say that. I'd rather just cover it and then have it look its normal stainless color, like the brake lines and fuel lines and stuff. And that's okay. I don't need to have that C-channel inside there painted. I'm actually going to pressure wash it and clean it once I get the car out and rolling. But I didn't want to paint over that fuel filter. I just didn't want that type of look. Now, it will have some lines obviously back here behind it, because I won't be able to spray paint it behind it. So the paint won't be able to get behind those lines there. But my thought was, obviously you're not going to see it right now, but if I ever were to take this off, then I can touch it up at that point. But for now, there's no need for me to take off these lines. They're all functioning, they're working and whatnot. So but the good thing is the whole length of the lines won't be painted over, just these areas right here. So anyways, that's where we're at, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. Let me go ahead and attack this, then I'll chime back in here in a moment. All right, y'all, we got it done. So perfect timing. My son is just starting to wake up right now. He's moving around, at least I think he's waking up, but perfect timing. Got it all done. So I'm gonna take you in the car and show you how it looks. It actually looks really good. It laid really well, and man, I'm really happy with it. I'm glad that I did it. I don't know how I'm gonna go about and around doing the front of the engine. This engine bay, it's big, but there's a lot of things as far as like exhaust pipes, crossover pipes. It's just kind of tight in some areas, so I don't know how detailed I'm gonna go on the engine portion of it, like specifically like the frame and all that. But you know, well, there's a will, there's a way. You guys know I get it done, so we'll see how it all works out. But anyways, let me take you under here, show you what's up, then I'll close out this video. Definitely let me know what you think. I took some pictures as well, and I think a couple videos. So again, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna crawl under here real quick, show you guys. All right, you guys, so here we go. Disregard the background noise. That's my fans here trying to get out a lot of that fumes and overspray. But this is the bottom of the floor trunk pan, and you can see how it looks back here, tilting it up towards the rear end section, and then as it goes all the way to under the car. Let me know what you guys think about that. Oh man, I think it looks really good. Actually, that might be a good little thumbnail right there. So I'll crawl under here. Sorry for the unsteady hand, but you guys get the picture. So remember, I already painted this a few weeks ago, this portion of it, but from back here, from this beam back, all this is painted today. Even the hump here for the drive line and the transmission. Laid extremely well. I'm happy with it. Remember, y'all, painting is all in the prep work, you guys. And there are some runs, you know, like here. It's just, it got really hard to paint under here, being that the car was so low. I actually had to lower the car down because quick jacks run all along the side of here, and I wasn't able to get in this area to paint if I were to continue to use them for right now. So I put them on jack stands here, so it actually lowered the car probably about a foot. So I had my hand here trying to lay the paint, and of course I got some runs, but whatever, you guys, I'll live with that. But at least it's in the transmission tunnel area. But yeah, y'all get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'll crawl under here. Again, laid really well for the most part. I am really happy with it overall. Oh shoot. Again, it's tight. Ugh. But you can see here, this is what I was talking about. So this is the proportioning valve. I just decided just to cover all the bolts and hardware part and the stainless lines with tape, and then go ahead and spray that proportioning valve. It was brown. I didn't want to stick out like a sore thumb. And again, if I ever have to take it off, this paint lays so well that if I were to like touch up an area or paint there, it would actually just blend right in. So if I ever take it off, then that'd be my excuse to go ahead and paint over that. But that's what I did. Got all up in here in the transmission tunnel area. No, it's hard to see, but just cover that with some paper there. So yeah, y'all, I think it laid pretty damn good. All right, you guys, so get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some more pictures of this here. So I'm really extremely happy with it. It took me a little while, but again, I'm not driving the car, so I have all the time in the world right now to kind of get this done. Well, not all the time in the world, but I do what I can, you guys, and make it happen. So again, 15 minutes a day. Today was actually more like 15 times 100 today, because I actually was able to have some time to get this stuff done. But again, get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm really extremely happy with it, and a little bit of work goes a long way, and in my case, it's going to really help the overall aesthetics and just the life of the car as well too. So all right, you guys, so again, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys know what to do: like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, y'all. I'm gonna try to be back on top of the videos, and so I don't know how often they'll be out, but I go in spurts. I'll give you a couple videos a week, and then I might take a week or two off and kind of go again. But it is what it is, you guys. You know, family, business, life, you know, we all have obligations, and so we got to get those things done. All right, so if you're new to the channel, definitely think about subscribing now, hit the notification bell, all the good stuff, y'all. Mr. Grimmett 23 in the building. I'm out of here. Deuces. Peace out.